Joining me today is Brooke Peters and Merrick Heber for Brooke and Koda's Iced Tea Stand. It's coming back. It's an annual event in Steinbach. It's the 8th time that you guys have put this on. And Brooke, you've been there since the beginning. You were helping start this. So maybe if someone's not familiar with what this iced tea stand is, because it's more than just an iced tea stand, can you just explain kind of the heart behind it and why you started in the first place?
So when I was 7 years old, me and my cousin were like we were hanging out, and all of our other siblings had all gone to Bible camp, and we were not old enough to go. So we figured we should do something fun too. And at the time, we had a lot of family that was going through cancer, and so we just thought like, hey, it'd be kind of cool if like maybe we could help out in a way. So we decided we would raise for cancer care. Yeah, and then the first year we weren't expecting much, like, because obviously, like, it's an iced tea stand. So then our parents were like, yeah, we're gonna match whatever you guys make. And then we ended up raising like $600. So they had to match that. And they're like, oh, okay. And then we're like, hey, we're doing it again the next year. And then every single year we just like, yeah, we're doing it again. Now we're at the eighth year. And since we've been doing it, we've raised over $75,000.
Wow.
And yeah, so the first 2 years we just like the money we raised just went straight to cancer care. And then after that we switched it to individual families. So now we look for families around our area that have children going through cancer, and we raise for them.
And so this year, who's the child that you're raising money for?
Her name's Callie Augustine, and she's 4 years old. So on October 1st, she was diagnosed with B-ALL leukemia. And yeah, so when she was diagnosed, her body was 90% leukemia cells. Um, and she, like within the first week of being diagnosed, she had 4 platelet transfusions and 2 blood transfusions. Yeah, and she has been through it, like not only like on top of having cancer, um, her body started third spacing, which is where like fluid builds up around her tissues, and she ended up gaining like 8 pounds of just like fluid. She had a pleural effusion, and she actually got pancreatitis from her chemo treatment. So they ended up having to stop the chemo treatment because her pancreas was like inflamed. So they had to wait for that to fix. So then they couldn't have anything like fighting the leukemia cells. Like now she's obviously back on it again. But yeah, she has been through too much at that age
Yeah. So
already.
any way that you can help, just relieve some stress for her, for the family, just kind of going through this. And Merrick, turning to you because you have an interesting connection how you got connected with Brooke and Koda's iced tea stand. Can you touch a little bit about how you heard about it in the first place and why you decided to be a part of it?
So, when I first met them, they came to my backyard and then they just asked if it would be okay if they could do the iced tea stand for me. And we said yes. And so, after a bit, when I was done, like most of the stuff that I was going through, they reached out to me, asked if I wanted to help. And I said yes. So, they did the iced tea stand for me 4 years ago on the fourth year.
And what made you want to kind of give back and now be on this side of it?
I have a bit of experience with what they have been through.
And that must just be that interesting connection, because yeah, you can just see firsthand, how much like how important this money raised is and just, bringing a smile to kids' faces and just being like somebody is there on their side cheering for them and wanting the best for them. And Brooke, now getting to sit beside him right there and like what's that like to kind of, he was you were helping him a few years ago and now he's helping you
Yeah,
help other people.
it's definitely like Merrick's somebody you look up to, right? Because half the people have not been through what he has been through, and now he's like the happiest kid on earth. Obviously, every year we go into the stand go like with the mindset like, oh, like everything's gonna work out. And so last year we had a bit of a shock. The boy we raised like the fundraiser for, he ended up passing away. So that kind of just like oh my, like because that's never happened before. And then you just look at Merrick and you're like, man, like he has been through it and he is just like positive attitude all the time, and he always has a heart for everybody. And it's just really inspiring to see, and to kind of a blessing to be able to sit beside him and work with him.
And maybe I'd love if you can both touch on this, but Merrick, maybe we'll start with you. Has there been a highlight or something that, as you've been doing this, that has been just really stands out to you in the process of doing this iced tea stand?
A check.
Getting to see that number at the end?
Yeah,
And
I
Brooke,
definitely
with you. Yeah.
yeah, I definitely like agree. Like the ending of the stand is like obviously doing the stand and like having all these people come in, and then you hear the stories of like, oh, like I had a family member go through cancer, and it's like really cool what you guys do. So just like you get to hear everybody's stories, like how everyone has been through something. And but I think I'd have to also go with the check, like just being able to give that family like just like a little breather, kind of just like being able to give them some time to like spend with their family.
Mm.
Yeah, like especially last year, like the check that we gave the Bucherts, they were able to like the dad and mom were able to stop working and spend like the last few months with Elliot before he passed away. And that's just like truly like that's just like an amazing, like it's just a special feeling, right? Like they were able to spend as much time as they possibly could with him. And it was just like being able to give that, it was just like it's got to be the best part of the whole thing.
Totally
Yeah.
invaluable, right? Like it's just like that's what it's all about. It's like money's good, but just having that family time, having that connection too is just obviously what you guys are doing this all in the first place. And so, this is called an iced tea stand, but you have a little bit more than iced tea. What else could listeners expect if they get to show up on July 23rd and 24th?
Mhm.
You could expect iced tea, lemonade, water, pop, cookies, brownies, pan of brownies, pumpkin bars, pan of pumpkin bars, a new edition of ice cream, hoodies, shirts, lanyards, chips for people who don't like sweets, and we partnered with Rocco's to sell pizzas again.
And we also just partnered with the pierogi or countryside pierogi shop, I believe. So we sell pierogies now too.
So you've really just got something for everybody. It's like
Yeah,
there's
we
no
got
excuse
pizza,
not to
we
show
got
up.
pierogies, chips, pop. You can't knock them. We got a little bit of everything.
There you go. You can stop by for lunch, get some dessert, and get a nice, refreshing something to drink as well, right?
Exactly.
Do you guys have a goal of what you're trying to raise this year?
Anything more than last year, pretty much.
Yeah, every year we go in with the hope of raising more than we did the previous year. And every single year, our parents always tell us, like, you can't expect that. Like, eventually this is gonna plateau and you're not gonna like raise more than last year. And we're just gonna like, and every single year they've been wrong. So we'll see with this year.
Yeah, just keep proving them wrong, right? Keep
Just
raising
keep
more
proving
and
them
more
wrong.
money.
No, exactly.
All right. And now, this final question. How many cups of iced tea do you think you're going to be serving over these 2 days? If you just had to
And
guess.
uh, a lot. Like surprise, like we're called an iced tea stand, and that's probably like the thing that we sell the least is the iced tea.
Yes.
But
That's the
I don't know. Are we actually okay? Our till tracks like how many transactions we have. So
Mhm.
at the end of the year, we can actually like go in and count. I think we should start doing that. We've never actually done it, but it's the amount of people we have coming in. Like there was one year, we had a lineup like all the way down the sidewalk on Walnut Street, and there was like a lineup of people. There was like 3 fire trucks, a couple cop cars, and we're just like, all right, maybe we need to get more tills or something. This is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, what does that mean to have like the community support behind this? It's not just like you guys doing this, it's like the
Yeah,
whole community is really rallying together.
yeah. There's absolutely no way this would be possible without without our amazing community. Like it's amazing to see how many people come out. Um like we've had people come by, they just walk by, they write a check and they just leave it at the table. They don't won't even say anything. Like if we're busy talking with other customers, they'll just like slide it under the till and they'll walk away. Like we had one girl do that and it was like $1,000. And I didn't realize, but I picked it up and I was like, what is this from? And then I see this lady walking off. I was like, did you want anything? She's like, nope, just have an amazing day. Like, that was it. And I was like, that's just, our community is amazing. That's, yeah.
All right. And yeah, now just to wrap it up, like logistics, like when is this? Where is this? Where can listeners get all that information if they're like, hey, I want to support this iced tea stand and get some of those delicious goodies you guys have for sale?
418 Walnut Street in Steinbach.
And it's on the 23rd and 24th.
And
So
what time is it?
next week, Wednesday and Thursday, from
10 till 6.
10 till 6. We say 10 till 6, and then we usually like people come by 9 and they're like, hey, are you guys open? No, but we can be. It works.
Whatever works for you, whatever. It's like as long as they're wanting to support, you guys are willing to do it, right?
Exactly.
All right. Well, Brooke and Merrick, thank you so much for taking time to chat with me today. We're excited to see how much this continues in the future and how you guys do this year.
Yeah, of course. Thank you so much.
Thank you.